I can't remember exactly what she wore that night. Maybe it was that pale blue blouse she favored, or maybe just a simple sweatshirt. Details blur when your world shatters, but I remember the way she said it as if it were nothing. I'm going on a trip with Daniel, she said, scooping pasta onto her plate as though she hadn't just ripped the floor out from under me. Daniel, her ex. My fork froze halfway to my mouth. The ticking clock on the wall filled the silence that followed. My heart pounded in time with it, louder, heavier. She looked up, caught my expression, and frowned. What? My throat was dry. I swallowed. Come again. You heard me, she said, nudging noodles around her plate. It's just a short trip. He invited me. We're still friends. I thought you trusted me. Still friends, the words cut like a blade. I'd always known Daniel lingered in her life, a ghost she'd never exorcised fully. But a trip with him? I forced my voice to stay calm, steady, against every instinct. Calm, quiet, firm. Those words hovered in the air. She blinked, surprised, as if she hadn't expected resistance. Maybe she thought I'd roll over like before. But that night, something inside me shifted. The slow unraveling had begun. We'd been married 6 years, long enough for routines to harden, for small annoyances to fade into background noise, for trust to become assumed rather than questioned. I loved her. God, I loved her, but love had blinded me. Looking back, the signs were there. Late night texts she called work friends. A sudden obsession with her appearance before yoga. The time she smiled at her phone and locked at the moment I walked in. I told myself it was nothing. That paranoia had no place in marriage. Trust, I believed, was the foundation. But trust is fragile. One misstep and it crumbles. And that trip announcement, it was the sledgehammer. You're overreacting, she said, crossing her arms. It's just a trip. We're adults. I leaned back, staring at her. The woman I married, was she really defending a getaway with her ex? Why? I asked softly. Why him? Her eyes darted away. Because he understands me. We've stayed close. That word, understands, hit me like a punch. Wasn't I supposed to be the one who understood her? Are you sleeping with him? My voice stayed steady, but my hands trembled under the table. She hesitated, lips parted. For a moment, guilt flickered across her face. Then she shook her head. No, don't be ridiculous. But the pause before her denial said it all. I didn't press. Something inside me already knew. Over the next weeks, I watched quietly. She guarded her phone like it held nuclear secrets. She stayed late at work without looking tired. And once, thinking I was asleep, I caught her whispering softly into the phone. Intimate words. I checked the phone bills. Numbers I didn't recognize kept appearing. Daniel's number. I wanted to confront her, yell, demand answers. But some part of me knew to wait to gather proof. Because betrayal doesn't just destroy love, it breeds strategy. The breaking point came one evening. She came home radiant, glowing in a way I hadn't seen in months. She tossed her purse on the couch and spun once in the kitchen. What's got you so happy? I asked, my voice colder than intended. We booked the tickets, Daniel and I. I laughed, not with humor, but disbelief. Bitter. Sharp. So that's it? You don't care what I think. Her smile faltered. You don't own me. I can have friends. Friends don't book romantic trips, I shot back. Her face flushed. You're controlling. Jealous. Unattractive, really. Something inside me snapped. I'm done. Her eyes widened. What do you mean? You want Daniel? Take him. But you want to have me too. That night, I moved to the guest room. She tried to twist it, pleading, crying. You're being dramatic. Paranoid. Throwing away our marriage over nothing. But each word pushed me further. The next morning, I called a lawyer. Methodically. 2 weeks later, a mutual friend slid a manila envelope across a cafe table. Photos inside. My wife and Daniel hand in hand, kissing, checking into a hotel. My hand shook. The friend spoke softly. I thought you should know. I nodded, silent. A storm raged inside me. Anger, grief, relief. At least now I knew. When I confronted her, she broke. No excuses, no lies. Just sobs and whispered apologies. It was a mistake, she murmured, clutching my arm. I didn't mean for it to happen. I love you. I pulled away. No, you love what I give you. Stability, not me. If you truly loved me, you wouldn't have needed him. The divorce was messy, as they always are. She fought for the house, the car, the savings. I let lawyers handle it. Money didn't matter. Betrayal did. 6 years wasted. Nights I held her while she pretended I was enough. The last time I saw her was in the courthouse hallway. She looked smaller, diminished. "Can we fix this?" she asked. I studied the woman I once loved more than life itself. The moment she announced that trip, our marriage ended. Everything after that was ashes. "No," I said quietly. "We can't." And I walked away. It's been a year. Some nights, I still reach for her out of habit. Mornings in the silent kitchen feel suffocating. Betrayal leaves deep scars. But I'm healing. Slowly. And when I think back to that night, the night she casually said she was leaving with her ex, I realize something. Those calm, firm words, spoken without anger, were the start of my freedom over my dead body. Sometimes, the quietest words carry the loudest truth.